Technology is not evolving anymore. Technology is the evolution. Rightly said by Clive D'Souza. Now, I would like to ask Pranavesh sir what are his thoughts on this quote.
It is the same thing that we are using every day in day out, and it is revolving around us. It is not the evolution. You can.
Good evening to one and all present here. For the presentation phase of the Battle of Great Mind Season 2, an initiative by LND Global Mumbai and Connect Talks. The Battle of Great Minds is a brainchild initiative by LND Global Mumbai and Connect Talks. It is the second season which has the thought process of mentoring the youth millennials and bring out the best talent in the society. We have an amazing panel of mentors today with us. Pradeep, Priya Mishra ma'am, Avni Bhatnagar ma'am, and Sonu Bajaj sir. Now let us meet our inspiration. Pranavesh Shenoy, the chapter director of LND Global Mumbai.
Hi, I am the youth of the nation who has a question. What could be the importance of technology in education?
In a remote area I live, but the traditional media are so far cry, so the technology comes handy for that.
Students become more responsive and learn useful skills, helps them in their professional life, and underconfidence it kills. Visual aids enhance the learning process, and teaching complex subjects becomes less of a mess.
Reduce is the cost of education. Reduce is the cost of education and strengthen the student-teacher relation. But we are yet to find in the deep what next. Let's see.
So let us now explore the topic in detail that we have in hand today, which is the importance of technology in the education sector. We can divide them into the following points. Number one is the cost of education. Due to the boom of technology, the cost of education has significantly reduced. Why? Because the practice of online degrees are available more easily. This also leads to elimination of physical textbooks where students can enroll and use the university's database, libraries, etc. in order to access detail for content. Additionally, this can also be done both at home or anywhere in the country. Second point is strengthen the relation between teacher and student. Technology is effective in creating meaningful impact on various subject matters. The teacher no longer has a conventional role. They have several roles where they can play the role of an advisor, a coach, a counselor, etc. This makes technology more interactive and more fun. Neha, would you like to discuss the next 2 points?
Yes, sure, Aishwarya. I agree to your all points, and I would say, adding on this, we cannot even imagine technology in nowadays because it's so important in our journey in all the sectors, not only the education sector, but education sector is why it's so most important. Let's see, like the information, all the technology is great evolution in the education, all the process. It gives more gives confidence and it develops the practical art skills. So what are the technology is so convenient and like the less of notebooks and the students bring the own laptop, tablet, store their note and the project. Then they have the access, they updated content, vivid and the interacting visual to sharpen their memory and many more skills they learn, like the develop the practical skill, creating presentation and learning so many things like reliable and unreliable source on the internet, and the maintaining proper online adequate writing email and so many on. So these are all these things make students so confident and more give privilege to have, and this privilege is privilege for all kind of all background of the student. So this is want and need in this practical world.
Going forward with Neha's points, the remaining 2 points discuss briefly the same thing. The use of 3D visualization tools, PowerPoint projections, cameras, and projectors help the students to have pictorial representation, which is easier for the student to keep in their brain and grasp the concept, which makes the class more interesting and interactive. This leads to students becoming more responsive. They become more independent in making their own decisions. They understand the difference between the right and the wrong step, as well as use critical thinking skills to make their judgments much better. Sakshi, would you like to take forward the next part of the presentation?
Yes, sure, Aishwarya. Today I am talking on the topic which is the very topic seen in today's world, that is Corona, and we are using online technology at a very large scale. So this slide explains about the devices which are used in a classroom for the effective learning. Now these devices make sharing of knowledge, views and thoughts very easy for students and teachers as well. With this, it increases the efficacy of learning, it develops the art of communication, it increases the ability to understand the concepts. Along with it, it also increases and it also indulges a very good and healthy cooperation between all the members who are with this online technology. Coming to the example, we can talk about simulation. Simulation is representation of something using technology. For example, if an airplane model is designed, the people can get advantage just after looking at it, understanding the model very much with their own technologies, and it can reduce their efforts which they might have experienced on field because of because of that particular instrument. But technology makes the job very easy for such people who are into such sectors, for them to understand the concept and for them to get a clear insight of what exactly they are going to imply in their daily lives. Aditi, will you please continue the presentation ahead with your points?
Okay, so far we have seen the importance of technology and only positive aspects have been talked about. But every coin has two sides. So even the negative aspects need to be talked about. So one major setback that technology can have is that technology is not affordable for everyone. So the vicious cycle of unemployment, poverty, it still continues. Secondly, in online classes, there are a lot of chances of distractions from calls, notifications, and even the attention span decreases. Thirdly, there are some subjects which need physical interaction, like sports, physical development, personality development. All these subjects cannot be taught online. And last, but the most important point is that children need physical interaction, human interaction at their formative ages. And there is nothing that can replace school experience in this matter. So to conclude, we can say that technology cannot completely replace the traditional education system, but if it is used as a complement or as a supplement to it, it will definitely have extremely good effect. So when talking about education, whose opinion matters more than that of a student? So we went ahead and we asked 6 students who have used technology in education before, and this is what they have to say. Madhurima says technology offers a creative way of learning. Chetna feels it is the only way of continuing studies during quarantine. Riddhi opines that online classes can be recorded for future reference and it lessens students' distraction. Rituja says lack in traditional teaching methods has called for the need of technology. Sahil says it reduces the need of physical structure and gives more accessibility. Anuja expresses that the way for future education it paves, but might vary. The positive negative effects depend upon ourselves. Thank you.
Hereby we come to an end to the second presentation of the third genre, technology. I hope you all enjoyed it.
That was an amazing session. Thank you everyone for attending it and making it successful. See you guys in the next episode.